Republic Day is a public holiday in India where the country marks and celebrates the date on which the Constitution of India came into effect on January 26, 1950. This replaced the Government of India Act 1935 as the governing document of India, thus turning the nation into a republic separate from British Raj. The Constitution was adopted by the Indian Constituent Assembly on November 26, 1949 and came into effect on January 26, 1950. January 26 was chosen as the date for Republic Day as it was on that day in 1930 when the Declaration of Indian Independence was proclaimed by the Indian National Congress. History of Republic Day. India achieved independence from the British Raj on August 15, 1947 following the Indian independence movement. The independence came through the Indian Independence Act 1947, an act of the Parliament of the United Kingdom that partitioned British India into the two new independent dominions of the British Commonwealth. India obtained its independence on August 15, 1947 as a constitutional monarchy with George VI as head of state and the Earl Mountbatten as Governor-General. The country, though, did not yet have a permanent constitution, instead its laws were based on the modified Colonial Government of India Act 1935. On August 29, 1947, a resolution was moved for the appointment of drafting committee, which was appointed to draft a permanent constitution, with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as chairman. While India's Independence Day celebrates its freedom from British rule, the Republic Day celebrates the coming into force of its constitution. A draft constitution was prepared by the committee and submitted to the Constituent Assembly on November 4, 1947. The Assembly met for 166 days in public sessions spanning 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days before adopting the Constitution. The 308 members of the Assembly signed 2 handwritten copies of the document on January 24, 1950, after much deliberation and some changes. 2 days later, which was on January 26, 1950, it came into effect throughout the whole nation. On that day, Dr. Rajendra Prasad began his first term of office as President of the Indian Union. The Constituent Assembly became the Parliament of India under the transitional provisions of the new constitution. On the eve of Republic Day, the President addresses the nation. Celebrations. The main Republic Day celebration is held in the national capital, New Delhi, at the Rajpathi before the President of India. On this day, ceremonious parades take place at the Rajpathi, which are performed as a tribute to India, its unity in diversity and rich cultural heritage. Delhi Republic Day Parade. The Delhi Republic Day Parade is held in the capital, New Delhi, and is organized by the Ministry of Defence. Commencing from the gates of the Rashtrapati Bhavan, Raisina Hill on Rajpathi past the India Gate, this event is the main attraction of India's Republic Day celebrations and lasts for 3 days. The parade showcases India's defence capability, cultural and social heritage. 9 to 12 different regiments of the Indian Army in addition to the Navy, and Air Force with their bands march past in all their finery and official decorations. The President of India, who is the Commander-in-Chief of the Indian Armed Forces, takes the salute. 12 contingents of various paramilitary forces of India and police forces also take part in this parade. Beating Retreat. The beating retreat ceremony is held after officially denoting the end of Republic Day festivities. It is conducted on the evening of January 29, the third day after the Republic Day. It is performed by the bands of the 3 wings of the military, the Indian Army, Indian Navy, and Indian Air Force. The venue is Raisina Hill and an adjacent square, Vijay Chowk, flanked by the north and south block of the Rashtrapati Bhavan towards the end of Rajpathi. The chief guest of the function is the President of India, who arrives escorted by the President's bodyguard, a cavalry unit. When the President arrives, the PBG commander asks the unit to give the national salute, which is followed by the playing of the Indian national anthem, Jana Gana Mana, by the Army. The Army develops the ceremony of display by the massed bands, in which military bands, pipe and drum bands, buglers and trumpeters from various Army regiments besides bands from the Navy and Air Force take part, which play popular tunes like Abide With Me, Mahatma Gandhi's favorite hymn, and Sarjahan Shah Shah at the end. Award distribution. On the eve of Republic Day, the President of India distributes Padma Awards to the civilians of India every year. These are the second highest civilian awards in India after Bharat Ratna. These awards are given in 3 categories, viz. Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan, and Padma Shri, in decreasing order of importance. Padma Vibhushan for exceptional and distinguished service. Padma Vibhushan is the second highest civilian award in India. Padma Bhushan for distinguished service of a high order. Padma Bhushan is the third highest civilian award in India. Padma Shri for distinguished service. Padma Shri is the fourth highest civilian award in India. While being national honours, the Padma Awards do not include cash allowances, benefits, or special concessions in rail/air travel. Per a December 1995 judgment of the Supreme Court of India, no titles or honorifics are associated with the Bharat Ratna or any of the Padma Awards. Honorees cannot use them or their initials as suffixes, prefixes, or pre- and post-nominals attached to the awardee's name. This includes any such use on letterheads, invitation cards, posters, books, etc. In the case of any misuse, the awardee will forfeit the award, and he or she will be cautioned against any such misuse upon receiving the honour. The decoration comprises a sanad issued under the hand and seal of the President and a medallion. The recipients are also given a replica of the medallion, which they can wear during any ceremonial/state functions, etc., if they desire. A commemorative brochure giving out brief details in respect of each award winner is also released on the day of the investiture ceremony.